So we're back after our break, part 2. Here we go. I'm just going to close the chat so that we're not distracted. You guys awake after a restful night's sleep. You've got information. You're not feeling too hungry because you had a nice big meal yesterday. I believe you've got rations though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got some travel rations, I believe.
And you, Heath?
I have the same. Yep.
Good.
I've got 10.
Not delicious, but they'll do the job.
Yeah, they'll do. They'll
Minus
keep us
1 to
rolling.
morale if you have to eat them for too long.
Oh, okay.
They're like unseasoned rice cakes. You're like, oh,
They're just
I'm
Jacob's
alive.
crackers. It's like, if only I had more water.
That's it, yeah. And if you do eat too many without a glass of water, you just die.
Just desiccate.
I can't desiccate. Cram a load of crackers.
So, any other supplies you want to get before you head out on your adventure, or are you happy as you are?
I think I'm happy.
Shall we go through what we've got?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's say that now, so you don't add stuff later.
Yeah, fair. So
I
I've got,
don't trust you.
We're just going to add a load of stuff now, right?
so I've got my armour, archer's hood, gambeson, padded trousers.
Okay.
I've got my bow and a dagger. I have 10 clotting powders, 10 numbing herbs, and 10 sterilising fluids. A surgeon's kit, a large tent, a satchel, which has got all my shit in it, a bedroll, flint and steel, lantern, water skin, 10 trail rations, arrows, chloroform, smelling salts, and I do have a meal.
You
Parsley.
didn't mention that.
I mentioned the meal.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So at no point, though, during the whole let's travel here thing, did you go, I'll ride my mule?
Well, you said we
it's a
had
pack
horses and
mule.
wagons.
Okay, so your mule was just tied to the wagon,
Yeah,
I
it didn't
guess.
seem
Yeah.
relevant at the time.
Pack mule.
What
I have
what's he
parsley.
called? Parsley. It's
Yeah,
called, okay.
he has saddlebags which carry all my heavy stuff.
Are you
'cause
bringing parsley with you on
I'm
this
going to leave
adventure?
parsley here because you don't have a mount, do you?
I don't.
I don't feel like parsley really needs to come
Okay,
with us.
so you're going to leave him stabled up at the back of the inn, maybe?
I don't know, because I mean, like, could we convince Vargas to lend us Sloppy?
Or we
'Cause
just...
He said he's got meetings for weeks and he's not leaving.
That's not lending, that's stealing.
No, I was going to ask him.
You're welcome to, but I will remind you, he did say, leave me alone, I have meetings. So if you pester him to come and steal his prized horse...
I mean, A, no one said pester. B, when was it prized?
Prized to him.
Um,
That's how after the combat,
yeah.
he quickly checked on them.
I mean,
But you're welcome to. You're more, maybe I'm meta GMing. I'm just like,
Or, I mean, I don't... We could take parsley.
I mean, it's
Because
up to
I
you.
feel like
mean,
it's
if
probably
gonna be a-
easier to
If it's
bring.
going to be a pack mule and it carries your heavy
Yeah.
stuff, you don't ride them anyway. You literally
He just
put all your
follows
stuff on
along
them
behind.
and then you
Yeah.
take them.
but
with
you don't
you.
have to. You could stable him here if you prefer. It's up to you.
Let's take parsley. We can
it,
always
yeah.
tie him up somewhere. And I mean,
because I was
you
going
know...
to charge you for stabling. I've got.
Oh,
a
I
price
can't
right
afford
here. It's only 2 per night. 2 crowns per night.
That's 2 more
So
than I have.
could we pay for a stable space and sleep there?
Yeah, straw on the floor. 2 per night.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, we'll take parsley. He carries all the heavy stuff. And
Okay.
then we've got that at least.
Okay, cool.
If
So
I
you-
turn around and he's like on a roof or something.
He is, but you whistle and he disappears and walks behind.
Did you
Damn
want
it,
to know what
Roach.
I've got on me?
Yes.
Yeah. I've got a lucky token because that was from my background thing.
What is the token?
It just gives me +1 luck.
But have you got like a description of it?
I didn't. I'll think of one
Yeah,
now.
do it. Yeah.
It is.
I love this. I'm putting you on the spot, even though I'm on the GM.
It is a piece of fossilized coal from the fire in which they burnt my mother.
Oh, metal.
How is that lucky?
Because it wasn't me.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
It's a very pragmatic mage.
Damn. I mean, magic in the Witcher universe is quite dark.
Yeah.
It's literally just like you do it wrong, you will just.
Explode.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it was me that accidentally did it.
Maybe.
You're saying the cultist was right.
I don't want you to fail, but I do because the fumble mechanics are quite fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just discuss them.
Fumble,
so
more
people
like funble.
Not for me.
know. So, if you were to fumble a spell, which is rolling a 1 when making the spellcasting check, there's 1 to 6. The magic sparks dealing an amount of HP damage to the user equal to the stamina cost of the spell. And then you've got 7 to 9. In addition to the above, the user suffers an effect depending on their elemental type. And then 10, in addition to the above, there is an explosion of energy outward from the magic unit. Anyone within 2 meter radius also suffers an amount of HP equal to the stamina cost. The spell of upper body and does cost of the spell to the upper body. Armor does not defend against this spell.
Cool.
Is that the cost of the spell before my focus or after? Because one's bad.
It just
I
says
would say...
equal to the stamina cost of the spell, it says.
So
Yeah.
the stamina that I'm going to pay.
Yeah, I'd
So,
imagine so.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's alright.
But yeah, I also have a black magic doll that my friend, a witch, gave me.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, like I obviously figured out I could do magic, was accused of witchcraft, and ran away to make friends with a witch.
As you do.
Yeah. I've got a belt pouch, which has got like my flint and steel and some coins and stuff in it when I get some. A writing kit. I've got an hourglass, because, you know, I need to know what time it is.
Well,
in.
So I mean, you have to turn it every hour. Oh, I forgot. Oh, where are we? I'll start again tomorrow.
I've got a Veden archer's hood, an Edirnian gambeson, some cavalry trousers, just because, you know, cobbled together what I could from
Why
being
not?
in the army.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've got a water skin, I've got a tent, some flint and steel, a bullseye lantern, which will be useful at night, a bedroll, 10 days of rations, a satchel, which has all my shit in it, 20 meters of rope, a hand mirror, a map of the continent, a tarp, so when I put my tent down, I don't get wet trousers.
Yeah, right, yeah.
A Gwent deck, and 5 pittons.
So, I'll take it. Everything you had in the tower, are you leaving anything there, or have you put it back all on parsley?
I mean, I'll probably... It's a day and a half, so we're going to need bedroll and...
Day and a half there.
Yeah.
And the
Then
same
you've got
back.
I mean, I'm
being
gonna
there,
take
and
one.
hopefully you'll come back.
I'll take everything. I'll flip the surgery sign to closed.
I'm only like halfway into my encumbrance, so, you know, it's fine.
Most of these adventurers are in the camp, it says that some of them are, you know, accomplished, but most of them are peasants. So they just walk
Yeah.
up to the closed sign. They're like,
I tell them it's haunted when we're not there.
It's like that meme where it's just like, I would hate that if I learned to read.
70% of them believe you.
Okay.
The other 30% are smart enough to know it's not true, but they can read that it's closed.
Yeah, all right. That's right. Good. I think the tarp might be a good idea, because I don't want a wet bottom. How much is a tarp?
I would say that you do not have means to access purchasing a tarp where you are.
Do they not have a tarp at the shop?
They do not. As I said, the
Literally.
supplies are
what you
quite
said.
bad. Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
that's fine.
Non-existent.
Do you want a reminder of what they do have in the shop before you leave?
If you've got a hard and fast list.
I do have a
Yeah,
hard and fast list.
go for it.
1 arrow
No.
recovered from the bandit you
The-
killed.
They have crossbow bolts, arrows, rope, torches, rations, ingredients to make 1 swallow potion, ingredients to make 1 dose of clotting powder, and ingredients to make 1 broad head bolt. Sorry. That's what. It's not particularly
Okay.
well
I was going to
stocked.
say, it's not,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that's particularly useful for
You've
me anyway.
used an arrows,
I
right?
also
I've
have-
used 2.
How many have
I
you
also
got?
have a
There?
dagger.
I have
by the way.
18 left.
18 left.
18 standard, 10 bodkins, and 10 broadheads.
Do you want any more, or are you happy with that?
I'm content with that, because
Okay.
I'm going to bust out the armor-piercing ones when we hit the bandit camp.
They are a crown each for arrows.
A crown each for
That
arrows?
is what the price is, yeah.
Good lord.
But it's 5 crowns for a beer. So
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
That's
I
actually
feel
quite
like
cheap, then.
you could probably make your own.
Probably could try.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you don't need to right now.
I've got
the
no-
crafting looks way too in depth for us.
You have to.
By the
You have to
second.
have the blueprint or the schematic or whatever it is. The recipe.
It's a stick. It's a sharp stick.
I mean, the
I'd let
crafting
you
rules in the easy bit might be a little simpler than that.
Hopefully.
You have to roll 17 successive checks. For the first check, you had to...
I am enjoying this, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
I quite like that the combat is quite gritty.
Yeah.
And again, for anyone joining us now, I will repeat, we were sent these books to play from R.Talsorian Games, but we were not paid. They do not endorse anything we say or do. And the same goes for the music from CD Projekt Red.
The only thing I would say is I'd like there to be... I think it's just a what what we're running, but more social stuff like actually rolling for things like that.
Yeah, I think.
Because I mean, I put a lot of points into like empathy.
Yeah,
and stuff
definitely.
Like that.
I mean, this adventure is an easy mode adventure. So yeah, there's might be a little bit. There's some cool stuff coming up.
Okay.
But this is quite. To be fair, when it comes to like in-depth interactions with people, it's quite light on this. I will say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the crafting rules because the easy mode rules have got all the stuff for the pre-generated characters. There's only 3 formulas in there.
Okay.
There is one for broadhead arrows, but yeah, I don't actually have.
Yeah, I will add actually.
Diagram.
At the start of it does say that you are welcome to make your own characters, as we have, and I know you guys would want to do that because you love doing it. But it does say that for newbies, it does recommend you use one of the pre-gens, and the pre-gens do have backstories that tie in with some of the characters in.
Oh, okay.
So there's I think there's some adventurers in the camp that they would have known, and I think some of them would have known Holder as well.
Okay.
Maybe the pre-gen characters are there right now.
They probably are.
Yeah,
they're the ones
one of
milling
you
around.
dies, you're going to get one.
All right, I'm ready to go.
You ready to?
Yeah.
A parsley
stomp,
loaded up.
are you? All right.
Yeah.
So you're heading off into the mountains. It's
I
a fresh,
follow
crisp
Griff.
morning. Wrong dice.
Oh god. Oh god. Is it a fresh crisp morning?
Okay, that's what's happening. I have a. I'll explain. I have a table, and I'm to do a few of these things on your travels. So let's say you've been traveling half a day. Gets to lunchtime. You go to stop and rest for a bit, and you hear howling.
I knew it was going to be wolves.
I think this is like one of the only ones that you are getting attacked now. Like I've rolled bad for you essentially.
To be fair though, if it is animals, they don't immediately.
They will not immediately
That is
attack
true.
because
They'll
of my
just
natural
attack me.
achievement.
I don't really see the problem.
Unless provoked. Yeah.
So yeah, you hear howling, and I'm going to say at this point you've stopped. You're sitting, you're resting, you're having a bit of lunch. And
Okay.
you hear some howling, and you notice
What was that
a couple
noise?
of wolves stalking you on the edge of the camp. What to do? They're not attacking. They're just sort of like watching from a distance. More staring at Griff.
I will stand up and walk over to the wolves,
Okay.
and I will take some jerky from my trail rations,
Okay.
and I will chuck it to them
Okay. They
as a little peace offering.
Yeah. So what? Explain to me exactly what your special magic animal Dr. Doolittle stuff is.
Matt, would you mind?
Yes, I very much mind.
Quickly, or they'll bite you.
Matt, do you want to flick through that big rule book for
Elves
me?
have a deep magical bond with nature itself. Elves do not disturb animals, meaning that any beast they encounter is considered friendly and will not attack unless provoked. They also automatically find any plant substance rated as commonly available or lower that they are seeking, as long as it would occur naturally in the surrounding terrain.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to say this is quite a simple encounter. They take the jerky. They sniff around a bit at Griff, like, should we have a go? But then they're like, you know what?
I shoo them away.
Yeah,
Gently.
they just.
I spend the time like soothing Parsley, going, "It's okay."
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. And
They're just
yeah.
Alright, go on now.
And they go about. They go about their way.
Lovely, lovely boys.
So you head
Lovely
off
lads.
up the trail again.
We're just like,
Oh my god.
just keep.
You don't take more wolves.
You hear howling.
Literally.
The same deviled wolf.
Oh, hello. Right, let me read this because this is interesting.
Oh, this is interesting. A rain of fire.
You stumble across the elven ruins.
You run into another team of a couple of adventurers heading back
Oh, okay.
to the camp, and I just bear with me because I just want to make sure I've got this right before I ruin the whole story.
Alright, there, boys. Do you know what ink is? Why is yours 60?
What? Sorry.
Ink. Encumbrance.
Just an
Surely your
ink.
mule's helping with that.
Yeah, maybe that's why I haven't written it on here. How do you calculate it?
Weight plus tired.
You know
minus.
what? I'm on the page.
Oh, that's handy. Well, that's why I asked, obviously.
Yeah. Encumbrance is on the next page. Body times 10.
Right. That's not a great deal of encumbrance there.
So yeah, you bump into these adventurers. They're heading back to Athon. Like, they're knackered. They explain to you that it's rumoured, but they're not sure how much weight there is in this because they don't dare get any closer. They have seen the Elven bandit camp,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
All right.
but they've got a theory that the bandit camp is built on the Elven ruins.
I mean, that makes sense, because if they're trying to lure people in, why would
Yeah.
they not be there?
They'd just be like, yeah, there's Elven ruins in these mountains. Because everything, if there was anything written or known about it, it would point them straight to the
So
bandit
while
camp.
one of them's telling you this, like, you know, full on, like, aliens. No, his mate's just rolling his eyes like, oh, come on, I just want to get back to Athon. I want a bed. I want some of that adventurous stew.
Do they look wounded?
No, they look like they chickened out.
Oh, okay.
They were like, nah, touching that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they were like, I wouldn't, boys. I wouldn't.
Right.
Then they just
I
go
don't
upon their
suppose
way.
either
How-
of you has a tarp.
They just leave. They're very confused by the question.
I'll pay you for it.
No, they've gone. You said it really creepily. And they're really hungry.
It's like he's going to, like, murder me in the woods,
Why-
and bury me in a tub.
What is creepy about an elf in a surgical mask asking people for a tarp in the woods?
If you have to ask.
In a woods.
Have you got any of that plastic sheeting that you put in, like, a murder room?
This isn't blood on my hands.
This episode of Dexter.
It's gravy.
That's not better. I don't want you to operate on me if you've got gravy hands.
I lick it off first.
So with that, you reach the end of the day.
Okay.
Traveling. Well, I don't know. I assume you want to carry on traveling.
No, we
Which-
check
yeah,
it out.
yeah, yeah.
You're welcome to chicken out. Like, we will be ending now.
No, carry on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're clearly going the right way.
Absolutely. Well, we know where the bandit camp is, so we're...
All right. So you reach the portion of the journey I described before where there's a bit of a forest.
Mm-hmm.
So just on the outskirts of the forest, you think this would be a good place to stop for the night.
Yeah, before we get in too thick in the trees.
Yeah. So, do
Thick.
you want to set up camp then?
Yes.
So, just as you've mentioned, you have a tent.
Yeah.
You have a tarp. You have pittance.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tent.
I ain't got anything else.
All right.
But, you know, I do medicine. What if we set up my tent? Because my tent is a large tent.
What with his tarp?
With your tarp and your pittance. And my beauty. And your brains.
My axe. All right. Yeah.
It'll be easier to set up and pack down one tent.
I wanted you to try and convince each other in character.
Now, your tent's very small. And I don't have a tarp. And I don't want to get a wet bottom.
Where is it? Wet bottom? Is a...
That's a -2. Can we...
I will say it's a
Set up-
-3 because
Oh.
I've got sleep deprived here, and I imagine a wet bottom would deprive you of sleep.
Oh, actually, probably would, yeah.
I don't really see how your poor planning is any of my problem.
You want me in my best condition in case you get shot again.
I suppose I don't want to bleed out on the floor. Sweeten the deal, though.
Okay.
Right. I'll let you ride Parsley the rest of the way.
I mean,
Have you asked Parsley?
I don't really want to ride past you, but yeah,
It was lumpy.
you can owe me a favour.
All right.
In fact, no. It makes up for the 5 crowns for getting the armour sorted.
No, that's a good
Yeah.
deal.
Yes.
Lovely.
We're evens.
Lovely.
I would say, though, is there any particular way we could maybe try and disguise the tent so we blend in a little bit better in case we get attacked by bandits in the night?
Can I roll a wilderness survival to attempt to camouflage the tent?
Yes, you can.
Ooh. A 6 plus my 4 plus my 9 gives me 19.
Yeah, I'd say that you feel that you've disguised it very well.
An 8.
But you're in the mountains. You're like within peaks, and there's a forest. Like it's quite dark
Don't
already.
peek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it wouldn't be hard to hide in the shadows anyway.
All right, cool. So yeah, we'll tuck ourselves just off the trail, and I'll maybe throw some
Okay.
leaves or something over the top. So
I
it
was gonna
looks...
say I put like some branches over parsley.
You just what's that weird like crunching sound when it's just
Parsley, stop hitting the camouflage.
roll an animal handling.
Animal handling's not a thing.
There's an animal something. Where is it? It is a.
There's riding, monster law,
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of riding.
wilderness survival. Well, there's wilderness survival. There's wilderness survival.
How about wilderness survival?
Do you want...
I got a feeling I really
Can I
don't
offer you? Can I interest you in?
There is riding.
Yes. I mean, there is.
Controlling amount. I mean, that's what it says.
All right.
You're like, stop that.
So persuasion.
Well,
Persuade daughter.
that's 10. As I have no points in riding.
10 is yeah, you know what? Oh, fuck, you stop him. Like,
Okay.
he eats a bit, but you've got to put it back.
Parsley, no.
Bad parsley.
Bad parsley.
He
Roll
runs
up a
off of
little-
all your equipment.
I roll up some paper from my writing kit and I'm like, bad parsley.
Parsley, that's poisonous. Don't eat that.
He
like
speaks meal. He
Sloppy
doesn't.
donkey shits everywhere.
Okay. And are you making a watch for the night, or are you just going to sleep?
I mean, we've camouflaged the tent. We've not made a fire, and Parsley's here, so if anything comes through out of the woods, he'll spook anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your final decision.
Oh my.
I am just asking so that I don't
Yeah.
rush you into anything.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. The uneventful night.
Well, why should you bloody ask?
It's early in the morning. You hear some footsteps go past early in the morning, but you're like, it's probably just more
Other
adventurers.
adventurers, yeah.
And if
Okay.
it was bandits, they didn't see you, so you're
Winner.
all good. And I assume you want to pack up the parsley and head up the trail. Pack up the parsley and
Piss off.
peruse up the path.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, pack it up.
Cool.
Pack it in. Let us begin.
Okay, you do that. So you start to travel. You know you should get to where the reported location of the bandit camp / potentially the ruin by about midday. But
Well,
sorry, go
I
on.
was gonna say, can we be trying to be a little bit stealthy as we know we're approaching what is possibly a bandit camp?
Yeah, you can keep a lookout on the trails, but these are quite winding paths up a mountain. But when you first get to the path, you can see a good like mile or so.
Okay.
And then it sort of goes round, and then, so you're
Obscured by the-
you're pretty convinced that if you did see someone coming, you'd have time to dive into the
I
bushes.
I don't want to like walk into a clearing and be like, oh look, 50 bandits, excellent, time to die.
Well, at least we know we found the camp.
Briefly.
Yeah, so at this point, you've got far enough into the mountain, you can see sort of like what would be the peak of the mountain off in the distance. And as you do, you see like the shadow of a creature, and its wings just flash past the sun and disappear into the top of the mountain.
Did it look like a very large creature?
It looked quite large. Not crazy large, but like horse size maybe.
Pegasus.
Could I roll a monster lore?
You could roll a monster lore.
I have a single point in monster
I will
lore.
also try monster lore.
Okay.
Have you got points in monster lore?
I don't, but I've got a 10 in intelligence.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I might have just picked something up.
We've literally got the same base then. Because I've got 9 intelligence and 1 in monster lore.
Oh, you beat me. I got 16.
I got 18.
You got an 18. Okay. They're both pretty good rolls. Um,
For
We'll
like
put our
clarification,
heads
I'm pretty
together.
sure isn't it like 10 is you are quite knowledgeable on something,
Yeah.
13 is like you're pretty good, and 16
So-
is like you're pretty badass.
you know from the size of it and the way you saw it swoop, it was quite a way off, so it's quite hard to tell, but you think it's either a very large bird of prey,
Hmm.
and you think, but then you're also thinking on that end, but then another end you think, but it's not big enough to be a dragon.
Okay.
The mythical phoenix.
So you're thinking it wasn't even big enough to be a wyvern. So I don't really know. Yeah, you're sort of like thinking somewhere between the wyvern and big bird of prey angle rather than dragon.
Okay.
But
So it's probably still dangerous.
I think I'm actually thinking, oh shit, I don't want to meet that.
Oh, yeah.
that's not a stupid way to think. But yeah, it was very far away. You just saw it flash past the sun briefly. But you were like, do you know what? It was clearly just doing its thing. It's not like it's stalking us or anything because it's that far away. And you saw it disappear into the top of the mountain.
It's just foreshadowing for later.
Yeah, basically, literally.
No, the shadow came from when it went past the sun.
Yeah, back,
Just the one
sorry,
shadow,
back
actually.
shadowing.
Yeah, cool. Right, let me scroll back.
I like that on the DM screen there is what appears to be a giant spectral whale.
Yeah,
over
that looks
here.
cool.
Like, what is that?
Let's
That is cool.
see if I can slide that into the DMs over here.
Oh, Lord.
There you go. Look at
Is that us? Are we the DMs? Stop sliding things in us.
Well,
this guy here.
That is cool.
that's a lot of cool stuff on there.
That's
Yeah,
you.
It's a really nice.
That is me.
DM.
That is
screen.
you.
Yeah. I don't have any lightning. I'll have to learn some lightning for next time.
Oh, I'm there.
Like this,
Can you see that?
like this dwarf guy over there. He's got a big old axe.
Stop poking me, DM.
He's got a plague doctor mask on.
I saw the plague doctor. That's witch doctor, isn't it? My bad. Okay. So other than that, it's a pretty uneventful trip until you come to another sort of. It's not a forest as such, but there's like a trees lining a clearing, and you're approaching it, so you can see down into like a valley.
Ooh,
you
To a
like.
valley.
the valley.
And
Lovely.
you think you see the outlines of buildings,
Ooh.
but
Okay.
like crude buildings, very similar to Aphon, like timber and like you see like almost like timber barricades.
Okay.
Oh, you reckon that's a bandit camp?
Seems like it could be.
Yeah.
Do we get a sense of how many people there might be there?
You could have a look.
Yeah.
What?
Awareness,
You want me to have a
I'm
little?
guessing.
What did you say? Sorry.
Awareness?
Yeah, awareness, noticing and searching. I'd say that's fair.
I'm pretty good at the... Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
his awareness
Go
has
on.
exploded. I'm not
I'm
going to bother rolling this.
exploding awareness. So, 15 plus 13, 28.
That's quite aware.
That's good
Like
awareness.
you shush. Hi. That's it. I don't know.
Shut your
There's
five.
So like, and you do this, and you start sort of, and he's thinking,
the bloody hell are you doing?
like you think he's making this up. He's like yes.
You taking
So
the piss?
so you see, there's like some towers, and you see a silhouette of a figure in each tower, but you can hear, just on the wind, very briefly, like clattering of like glasses or plates or something, and a little bit of conversation. But you see those two are on their own, so you're like, well, there must be some more somewhere then. But you can't see where, but you can see a couple of buildings within the camp. So you're like, okay, so there's a few.
Maybe
You're
this
you're
is
like,
like-
I can see two. There's definitely two, and there's more.
Almost like a flashback to when I was seeing it in the ritual. Like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's coming back to me. There's many
In
here.
fact, you recognise now, after you've done this flashback thing, one of the ones from the guy that was sniping you before in the camp is in one of the towers.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm imagining
he's
that
a
like
crossbow guy.
the whole like like in movies and stuff when people are like at a club drunk and dancing and it's like smash cutting between loads of
Yeah.
like images. It's like that. It's
Yeah.
just like
Well, I'm also thinking like, did you ever play Shadow of Mordor?
no, I didn't
But
actually.
It just like there's a crowd of orcs and it just spins and focuses on one, just like your enemy. It's like this guy, Dave the Barbarian, Bandit.
Dave the bandit.
So Dave the Bandit is it, that was it wasn't Hot Hand or Cool Hand. They're dead.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Very.
This was the sniper that got away.
So he's Fleetfoot.
Yes.
Fleetfoot Mac.
Yep, that is his name. 100%.
He is my rival.
But yeah, so because you rolled so well on awareness, I'm going to give you a little bit more. So, okay, while you can hear a little bit of activity, you can't see any other activity. So you're thinking there's more people, but it's clearly not like there's a platoon in here.
Yeah, it's not like they're like
There's-
at the barricades waiting for people to turn up.
No,
Like, yeah.
they're pretty used to people just chickening out already. You also notice that the back of the bandit camp rests onto the mountain, so there's no way to get in from the back, if you will.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to just do it. Do it.
I don't know if that's the best idea. We're very outnumbered.
We are. Maybe
Well,
if
you
we
don't
could
know how outnumbered you
sneak
are.
to one of the towers and take them out one at a time.
In fact, because you did such a good roll, hold on. What slide is that currently on there?
Afominith.
Okay.
Minwith.
And now?
Bartok Outfitters. The missing arm. The bandit camp.
That's good. That's
Like, no, we're not there yet.
Presumably.
I'll show everyone at home.
going.
This is what the guys are seeing. These are the two towers you're seeing. So you're seeing a person in each of these two towers. You can't see anyone in this third tower, and you can hear some noise coming from the center of the camp. And as I mentioned, the camp backs onto the mountain, which you can see there.
So we've seen the two towers, but where's the Return of the King?
Well, it's too long, so no one watched it.
I'll give it the old extended edition.
So, why don't we just use the eagles?
Well, something flew past.
Sorry, I had to go re for a minute. Right. So yeah, what do? How would you like to approach the bandit hideout?
I don't want to go in guns blazing because we're going to die.
'Cause you don't have any guns.
Yeah. Just these guns.
I mean, I don't have any points in trap crafting, but I've got 10 craft. I may be able to rig up some sort of rudimentary something.
Like a trebuchet.
Like, yeah. I would like to build siege weaponry.
Okay, yeah, you can do it. I've got a DC in mind.
Exploding
Explodes.
dice.
16.
That's weird. It was 60.
How strange. We could do maybe like a rolling rolling log? A rolling log trap. So
do you mean as in a trap to try and roll them over, or are you going to roll
So
them
we're-
to distract them?
we're uphill from them, aren't we?
Yes. It's not a crazy steep hill, but it's enough that you could just see the roofs of the buildings in there. And you can't see any movement other than...
How far in meters are we from the bandit camp?
75.
That is perfect.
But you're
within range of my
just
bow.
within the tree lines.
Yeah, so we're...
Is it just within range of your bow?
My bow's range is 200 meters.
Jesus. Okay.
Uh,
275 meters away. You're 75 away.
So if we back up into the trees a bit, set up some kind of... Yeah, I'm thinking a rolling log. Like, once they come out of the gate towards... I'll start peppering them with arrows.
I will say now, I'm just looking at this here. So quarter of your listed weapon range is a flat. Half is a -2. So since you're between those two, I'll say it's a -1.
Minus... Okay, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So we'll do... Yeah, I'm thinking start firing arrows, lure them out, roll a log down the hill to discombobulate them, and then maybe you can do a magic.
I mean, the furthest...
Go in, pop a wheelie.
I could
not just use the magic.
Summon the angels.
If I could. The furthest ranged thing I can do is 8 meters.
That's not very far.
It's not very far. Considering I don't want anything near me.
We could... it's going to take a long time to dig a pit. So I don't think that's a good trap idea.
Especially in the middle of a road.
It's like, right,
don't mind
bandit
us.
camp, trench warfare.
We'll build a foxhole and a machine gun.
Why don't-
We'll be in there within months.
I mean, I'm terrible at sneaking, but why don't I try and sneak down? And
you could wait for nightfall.
or that, yeah.
Sorry,
I mean,
could.
they might be more alert.
Yeah, you've
at
got
night,
this
to
is
be
this
fair.
is where the bandits are based. You know that. So
Yeah.
you also know that there could be some that were behind you half a day the whole time, and you wouldn't have known, and they wouldn't have seen you.
Yeah. I'm thinking, maybe, what's the tree cover like on the way up to the camp?
Not great. As in, you've got trees. There's bits of clearing with like some bushes, like scrubland. But you've got 75 meters of almost clear. It almost looks as in like they've cleared it. Like
Yeah,
then they've
like
used it
you
to build
would.
the camp. Yeah.
And so you can see enemies coming.
I'm not reading the book at all now, but this is just pulling this straight out of my head.
Because I'm wondering if I can just sneak up to the base of one of the towers and just set it on fire.
Maybe you could try and do that.
That would work. Can you just make fire? Oh, you can
I mean,
do...
I've got flint and steel. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that deep. It's wood.
Well, yeah, okay. But I mean, you need kindling, and then it takes time to start burning.
yeah. I
I'm
mean,
all for it.
I've got.
I'm just saying, like, this. You know, this is...
I can. My Cadfan's grasp can heat metal items, but it doesn't say anything about setting wood on fire.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could put something.
I mean,
real
we could
hot.
just... Even if we don't start a big fire, we could smoke them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we're underneath the tower, it's going to be harder for them to just hit us with arrows.
Okay.
But we're going to have to stealth. Stealth, which I am going to be bad at.
I am also going to be bad at that because I have none of that. Well, I probably got better dexterity than you. Yeah,
I
by 3
imagine
points.
So. Yeah.
Okay, well, then, yeah, you could stealth, or other than stealthing, what options are you thinking?
Hit them from range and wait for them to come to us, which might be the better option.
What
Yeah.
about a flaming arrow?
I could do that.
What is the roof of? Are they like thatched roofs?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that this is up in the mountains.
Yeah.
They would have made this camp with whatever they could find around them. So
Okay.
hence you can see the scrublanders. There's this stumps where they've cut that down. I imagine they'd be wooden buildings.
Yeah.
But you are up in the mountains. It probably does rain here quite a bit, so I can't imagine that the roofs are. They're flammable, but one arrow and it's going to combust all of them. Not going to happen.
I mean, I've got enough arrows.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah. By the time one of them's caught and started to burn, well, they'll have another one to contend with.
And they'll be dealing with that instead of chasing us.
Yeah.
At the moment, if you're attacking from here, you will have an ambush round.
Okay.
But after that, if they're on fire, someone's going to be aware
Well-
that something's going on.
Yeah.
Well, we can aim for the guy, because the guy's going to be more flammable
Yeah.
than the wood. So
Oh, yeah?
aim for old
So do you,
Fleet Feet Mac.
with Cadfan's grasp then,
Yeah.
what does that do to an arrow?
It gives it plus 2d6 damage and a 50% chance to ignite the target.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah. I'll cast that on you then.
All right, I shall knock an arrow, and I'm at -1.
Yes. I
But
will
it's
also
gonna-
say that if you keep knocking flaming arrows in the distance and missing, they're going to notice a flame on the
Oh yeah,
horizon.
yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go for 1 to start with, and then we'll take it from there.
No, I'm saying knock free. Like to you.
I mean, I can't.
I kind of want to see if there's a rule within, like, you can knock multiple arrows, but there's a downward
That would
modifier.
be cool.
Yeah. But let's not get into that
Let's
now.
not Legolas it just yet. Right, so I'm aiming for the fella that we can see in the watchtower.
Oh, so you've got the watchtower in front of you now?
Yep.
Yep, and I'll put that up for these bits. So are you aiming for the guy in the left tower or the right tower?
Which
There's
one's Fleet Feet Mac?
The one in the right tower.
I think we want to finish him off, don't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are heading for this tower here for people at home.
Burning Vengeance.
Fleetfoot Mac is in there.
So
Macfoot Fleek.
this isn't going to be a cool shot because
No, you're just
wanna
going
hit him.
to
just going to shoot him. Yep.
And this
Because
is
I
going to be
don't
the one
want
that
the
hits him in the head
-3.
anyway.
So let me just have a look how
That'd be fucking
ambushes
ace.
work.
Okay.
We've not done one yet.
We haven't yet.
So
no.
this free attack action is made with a major +5 bonus, though the target can still use defense action to avoid the attack.
Okay.
So you've just got a +5 bonus to this, basically.
But -1 because of the range. You
So-
said.
So
Okay.
+4 is still pretty bloody good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch me roll a 1.
Oh, hold. Successfully ambush an enemy. The attackers must first be unnoticed by their targets. The attackers must succeed at a stealth skill check.
Okay.
I'm going to say that we'll do this, but they're going to have a disgusting disadvantage because they are far away and they haven't noticed you. But bear in mind, they are in a watchtower. It is
Yeah.
their job to be looking out.
Well, that's a 17 stealth from me.
Sorry, I'm going to drag you down here.
Let me have a look what it would be.
It's not great, Griff.
It's not great.
Oh, that wasn't Welsh. That's not great, Griff.
And I mean,
Stop
just
it.
What are
So
you
much
talking
bloody
about?
noise.
I'm perfectly
Keep it
invisible.
down.
What?
Trying to set an ambush here.
All right, I've got. Go on, what you got?
I got 17.
9.
Yeah, you're both fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave them a hefty because
There you are, banging pots and pans together.
they got 7.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
Okay.
we do the John Cena.
Da, 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 da. Watch me roll a 1 for my arrow.
So, like, I go on your arrow and start the tip.
As,
the
yeah,
arrowhead
as I
starts
get to
heating
full
up.
draw,
So
so,
what
I
we're
don't
calling
burn
him?
my own hand.
Let me just name this one. Fleet. Foot. Mac.
What's that? Okay, that's middle of the road. Right. So that's 25 all in.
25.
25.
Okay. He's going to... It's quite a distance away, and it says it's an ambush. He still gets to try and use his defense. Who's going to hear this? He's just like, what the... Like, looks to dodge.
Yep.
I am going to roll a dodge.
Bit dodge, mate.
That's an exploding downwards.
Oh,
Oh, this
come
guy's
on.
so dead.
That is a crit.
That is a crit.
Oh, excellent.
Right, so what am I rolling?
Where does it hit?
Yeah.
So you roll a d10 for
roll.
that.
Yeah.
I roll a d10 to see where it hits.
Yep.
Yep. 7.
So that is upper body. So
Okay.
that does flat damage.
Okay, so am I rolling it twice? For a
However
crit?
you'd normally roll. Yeah. For a crit.
Does he get twice as much damage on the fire damage as well?
Well, yeah. Why not?
7, 13,
So critical wounds. No.
17.
You're hitting him in the upper body. This is going to break his rib as well. Though if you're dead, a
17.
broken rib is the least of your worries.
Right, so 17 piercing
Yep.
and 17 fire.
Right.
And a broken rib.
Um,
And a 50% chance to
50%.
ignite.
50% chance to ignite. Are we saying 0 to 50 doesn't ignite, 51 and up ignites?
Yeah. So roll me. Yeah, roll me.
21 doesn't ignite.
Oof.
So how much damage have you done?
34.
And you crit him, so he failed to defend it. His armor is
Oh no.
basically
Paper.
yeah. Yeah, he's just dead out.
Oh no.
Flat out, one banged. He just hears this arrow goes through him, it sort of smoulders. He thinks, oh, it might have cauterized that, and then he realizes that his rib has pierced his lung. So he
Oh dear.
I'll
just-
scream for.
you hear him
I think that
stump
was
on
a
the
bloody
floor.
good shot.
But what I will now do as he stumped to the floor
Yeah.
is see if his mate notices that he's stumbled. to the floor.
Okay.
Oh, good heavens.
So his mate's a bit clueless, but I'll call it an average.
Who'd have
difficulty
thought an elf good with a bow?
check. I said I'm going to call it an average DC check, which is a 14, and he's just rolled a 13. So
Oh.
he doesn't notice.
Excellent.
I'll fucking do it
Oh,
again.
no, sorry, that's a 12, so it's not quite as close. But
So do we need to roll another stealth to maintain our ambush?
if you're ambushing a different person, I'm going to say yeah.
Okay.
Because we haven't gone into
So-
combat,
No.
I guess.
Well, this is Skyrim now, and I'm a stealther.
Because
the
it's
only way
clearly
to
OP.
be.
Yep. Right,
Right.
so I'm loosing another arrow. Oh
I'll-
no, sorry, we need to do a stealth first, don't we?
I'll set him on fire.
Ooh, that's not so good. 10 from me.
9 for me again.
Okay, well, like I said, I gave him quite a heavy. I'm going to give him a slightly less harsh modifier because if he's like patrolling and he'll be like, why is he down?
He looks a little bit.
He hasn't
unwell.
noticed him yet.
He's taking
but-
a nap. Forever nap.
What did you guys get again?
9 and 7.
You got 7. I thought you got 10.
Oh,
Yeah, you got 10.
sorry, I got 10. You got
9.
9. Oh yeah, okay.
He got an 8.
These are the least aware bandits.
They're kind of they're so
Conceited.
far in the mountains.
Yeah.
They just kind of think, you know what? We've scared so many people. They
Yeah.
just don't come.
I
And
know
the
about
ones
the
that have
mountains,
come
yeah.
so far have been shit.
It's me,
Oh, well.
Dave. I'm here to attack the bandits.
Just
You've got
one
no-
fella with
It's like, Dave, you've got no shoes on. Oh, I forgot my shoes. again.
They think in the bandit camp that they can see a bacon tree, but actually what's happened is it's an ambush.
We'd like to take this moment to apologise to R.Talsorian Games.
I just read that today and was like, oh, wait, this fits.
That'll do. Right, so yes, I've
Yep.
got another flaming arrow.
Yep, I eating your arrow.
That is 24.
24. Again, he does get to try and defend against it. Much as there's no point. Well, I don't know.
He could explode.
Yeah, he could explode.
He might explode.
Hopefully it explodes in flum.
I don't actually. I need to check to see if the.
Again, he hears a and tries to dodge it at the last second.
Where's me fire spells?
20 what?
4.
Crit.
God damn. Right.
Oh, there's your 4d6 again. Oh, you got to see where you hit.
That was
first.
with the same penalties, yeah?
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I need to roll my hit location first, don't I?
Yep, roll that.
7 again.
So,
That's
yep,
upper body.
same place, upper body.
So I'm rolling.
It's flat. Same as you did last time. So it's the multiplier for the hit location is flat, but you've got a crit. So you roll twice.
And it's like a +5 or something, isn't it?
7.
That was on the ambush, so it's a
11,
+5 on the
14.
attack.
No, I think the critical thing is that you get a +5 that can't be blocked by armor.
Oh my god, there's so much. Oh, I'll believe you. Because I can't see it. It
Hang
might
on.
not be an easy mode.
Yeah,
thing.
it might not be. I'll just double check it though.
So
'Cause
am
I'm
I
pretty sure-
rolling double damage as well?
Yeah, it might just be a flat +5.
Because I didn't roll the double damage on my
no, here we go.
bow
So
last
calculate
time. I
to-
just rolled all these. Because that'll be 12d6 I'm rolling for damage at
Yeah,
that point.
seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it?
Which I'm fine with. That
A
sounds
target
great.
suffering a critical wound takes 5 points of bonus damage.
There we go.
Armor that does not stop. Effective.
Okay.
So yeah, he is taking 5 points of bonus damage, and it will break his rib,
Okay.
which means he has, like,
So that's 19 piercing
right.
and another 11 fire. So
Yeah,
that's 30 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
But is he on fire? 50 exactly. So no, he's not.
I'm
on fire.
going to say he bursts into flames, and then he just sort of falls down. Nothing else catches fire. He's just smouldering away.
Bones a corpse. No one can find him.
Then I'll be able to trace this murder.
Self-immolating corpse.
So with
These
that in
bloody guys
mind,
are wearing asbestos.
you know there's other people in the camp.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do now?
What do we want to do? I mean, that went far better.
I was expecting that to blow up in our faces, honestly.
Well, you know there's other people in the camp. You know
We
there's no. They might swap shifts at some point. Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we need to capitalise on this.
I say we sneak up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll move up to the towers now.
Well,
where
there's
they
no
haven't
one
got
watching
vision
you
on
at the
us.
moment.
Yeah, let's go. Do we want to try and be stealthy? Because there's not much
I
to
think
hide from
what
us, and no
we
one can
should-
see us.
I think what we should try and do is sneak in, get in the gate, bar the doors to the buildings around, and just set them on fire. I ain't here to mess around.
I'm all for
here,
it.
I'm here to kill bandits.
I just don't want to be in the camp when things go tits up, that's all.
Yeah.
I'd rather be... I would rather get up on the watchtower and set fire to that and let the whole thing...
Why don't we get up in the watchtower, barricade the entrance to it, and then rain fire from above? Onto them, not onto us.
Perfect. That's an excellent plan.
So what you're going to run? So there's, as you can see, the gate. I'll put this back up for people at home. There is a gate to the camp that looks quite sturdy.
And it's probably locked.
It's yeah. You imagine it's probably barred. There's no one guarding it, but it is probably
Yeah.
barred. And obviously, you probably would make some noise trying to get into there. But you've also got the towers, and again, they're made from like rough timbers,
So we
so
can
you might
climb
be
it?
able to climb it. Yeah.
Yeah?
Unlikely, but we can try.
Again, they're not used to huge raids here. It's
Yeah.
more just like this gives us the advantage to pick off 1 or 2 people that come for us.
Do we want to try and do the gate or climb up the watchtowers? How tall are the watchtowers?
They're not crazy. They're like probably 2 stories.
How many meters is that I'm falling to my death?
4 meters to the top platform.
How tall's your earth and spike?
It doesn't say, to be fair.
So yeah, they're really not that tall.
Okay.
What skill do we use to climb?
Climbing? I don't know. Let's have a look.
Athletics?
Could be athletics. I've got a list of stats here
Physique?
somewhere.
Athletics would be okay. I have dex, so that's good.
I mean, it'd be terrible for me,
good.
but...
Athletics, climbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, balancing and throwing.
So if you give me your rope, I'll
Oh.
climb up
Good plan.
and throw the rope down for you.
Yeah, I will say this. Okay, I've got a DC of how difficult I think this will be.
All right.
Or do we want to... I could, like, tie a pitten into the rope, throw it, try and catch in the watchtower, and you can climb up that.
Just thinking that might make noise.
That's true,
no,
yeah.
It would make a fud, I imagine.
Yeah.
You can certainly try though.
Okay, so I'm going to climb it? I'm going to climb it.
With the rope. I'll tie my
On
rope
the-
around you,
Yep.
so that when you get up there, you can untie it and tie it on something.
That sounds like a plan. So I'll climb up the inside of the watchtower on the gate side.
Which one? Okay, that
The
one.
right-hand watchtower?
Okay, the right-hand watchtower.
Or do we want to go the left-hand watchtower because we don't know if there's anyone in the other one?
Yeah, left one.
Left one. Left one on the outside. Furthest away from the other watchtower that we haven't confirmed if there's someone in.
Okay, okay, got you.
Peek, don't peek.
Yeah, so very bottom left, basically.
Yep, I'm with you.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is 14 athletics.
That's bang on the number I had in my head.
Outstanding performance.
So, yep, you clamber up to there and you can smell
What the rock is cooking.
no, the bandit.
Oh.
That's sort of
Pork.
yeah, that's
long
sort
pork.
of it's like smouldering. It's grim. You sort of have to go.
How long
Even as
does
a
that
doctor,
last?
as a moth.
So
I roll monster law.
1d6 rounds.
Do you want to roll and see how many rounds it is? Because if it's still hot,
3. So
can I pull it out of him and reuse it for the next
arrow?
dude? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It was a flaming arrow. The arrow's gone.
Okay. Fair enough.
You
Also,
might
it's
be
gone
able to
through,
recover
like-
the arrow head.
I was going to say, it's gone through a load of armour as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
That's
just a lump of
fine.
metal. You'd have
That's
to
fine.
recraft it.
I'll leave it. That's cool.
And that's nasty.
Yeah. So I'll throw the rope down for.
Yeah, so
Breath.
like tie it round something maybe. as
I'll
well.
tie it round one of the uprights on the watchtower.
Yeah. Do I get a bonus of any kind using the rope?
Oh, I will lower the DC for you.
Okay. Good, because it's going to be fucking dog shit. Oh, no!
Oh!
Go on. Oh, he's exploding.
19.
19.
Fucking hell.
You walk up to it, you put one hand on the rope, yank hard, and just sort of step up. Look, almost like it looks like he used some magic.
Thank God for that. Maybe
You-
I did little.
You know, like
little
Doctor
earthen
Strange
strikes.
cheating.
smooth cape on him. Like you just sort of swoop up to the top.
Thank goodness for that.
I get to the top, look over, and you've just teleported behind me.
Another
Bruh.
personnel.
So, okay, so you looked at the body; it's smouldering. You're happy with? Oh, his armor is ruined.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of armor is he wearing?
He is wearing a double woven gambeson.
So does it look a bit better than the last guys that we fought? Does he look like he's in better nick generally, other than being dead?
It's hard to tell because it's burnt now,
Yeah.
but it looks like they're all wearing very similar quality
It's
of
fine.
armor.
Oh, okay. So they're all just kind of slapdash thrown together.
How closely do you want to examine him? Do you want to see what else there is, or are you
Yeah.
happy there? Okay, you find 10 crowns in like
I mean,
I would say pocket, but they're not there anymore. So 10 crowns are just sort of laying.
It was scattered across the floor.
He did have some rations, but they're burnt.
Yeah.
He was also wearing a hood, but it's burnt. Again, you can take it if you want, but it's just not. It's just scrap at this point. And same for he had a set of padded trousers, gambeson, and an archer's hood, but they're all burnt now.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm wearing. I'm dressed as a bandit.
Why don't you just pretend to be a bandit?
Dr. Bandit.
It's me, Bandit. The tower, is it like stairs that go down, or
There's like ladders inside that go down each side. It's very like crudely made, like what you could make if you dragged a few tools up into the mountains.
Okay.
But you can see into the camp from here,
okay?
and you can see that the light is on in. You can see building 2. I'll put that up for people there, and that's where you can hear the noise coming from.
Okay.
You assume that's like the eating hall or the kitchen. It's probably the same place. It's not a big camp.
So that's where nearly everybody is probably at this point.
You can't really. They don't really have windows because again, it's crudely made. But
Yeah.
the door is open on one. You can see some like beds on the floor, like just literally just bed rolls.
Okay.
So you think, oh yeah, that's where they sleep. And then over at the back, is another larger building, and it's closed. You can't see what's in there.
Okay.
But that backs onto the mountain.
Okay. I would say.
Can we see anyone in the other watchtower from here?
No, there's no one else in the
There's
watchtower.
no one in the
as-
watchtower,
as far
okay.
as you can- and they're pretty open. They are like a platform with like one wood railing to stop you falling off. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
I vote we pull the ladder up, and then just start peppering arrows in.
I vote. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad plan at all. That evens the odds completely. You can watch my back
Yeah.
while I go for that, and I'll snipe them.
Okay, so you're going to snipe into building 2.
Yeah. I'm going to pull the ladder up.
Right, so that they have.
So
it's
they
hard
have-
for them to
yeah.
get up. Yep.
And we can still get down if we need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna lay flat with me spotter goggles.
So do you say that the door's open in 1, but the door's closed on 2?
It's slightly ajar, so you can see light coming out of there
Okay.
and noise and clattering. Doesn't sound like there's loads of people, but you feel like they're eating or something.
Flaming arrow onto building 2. Smoke them out.
Nice. Okay.
I shall.
Whereabouts on the building are you aiming for?
Does the roof look like it's made of some sort of thatch?
No, it's all wood.
It's all wood. Okay.
It's what they could find in the map.
Well, I'll
Through
go...
the door.
Maybe, but someone might just stomp it out before it catches properly.
Yeah, you can't directly see anyone
Yeah.
as well, so...
I'm going to go aim sort of like just under the eaves.
Okay.
Ain't dropping no weed.
So... Drop no eaves, mister.
Again, as well, they're not that well made, so there's gaps. However, if you're trying to shoot through the eaves or a gap, I'm going to say that's quite hard.
Not
I
into
think-
the building,
yeah, I
I'm
think we're
just
more like
onto
just
the
flaming arrow
onto the
into
wall on the
building.
outside,
Okay,
but
fine.
somewhere where it's going to have... If
Like-
it goes up, it's going to go up into
Yep, I'm
the
with you.
roof.
Like, knock knock. Who's there? Fire.
Do I have an ambush bonus against the house?
Well, there's no one trying to detect you. They're eating, they don't care.
Why now? Fuck my ass.
I won't be doing that.
That is 34. To hit the
Well done,
house.
you hit the stationary large house.
It ignites.
And it ignites.
Sweet.
The 92.
So you hear it, boom. It doesn't just go,
No,
obviously, because
no.
this is wood that's been outside.
Yeah,
It's quite
But
wet.
we're just like watching it intently, like
You see it
Come
start to smoulder away at
Come
the
on.
house. And it sort of start to... But after a few seconds, you notice that the second it hit the house, silence. Like they heard a...
okay.
You're just going, oh, I hope this catches. And it's like, it's starting to smoulder away at the wood, but it's wet wood. It's not that spectacular. And it sort of looks like it's going to fizzle out.
Okay.
Just wait for them to come out now.
I'm gonna swap to.
I did have a DC for that, and it was very high, because I think setting wet wood on fire is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna swap to bodkin arrows because they have armor piercing, and I'm going to train one at the door
Okay.
and loose it as soon as someone comes out.
So you're readying that.
I'm readying that.
Okay, what would you like to do?
I mean, no one's within 8 meters of me, so I'm just gonna like duck and cover.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me know if they're close enough for me to hit something.
So what we'll
Right,
do
Boyle.
now then is I'll get you to roll initiatives.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna jump the gun and say that if you fire arrows into a building, those people are probably gonna want to fight you when they come out.
Can initiative rolls explode?
I don't see why not. It doesn't really matter past a certain point, does it? It's either you go first or you don't.
Yeah.
Is it reflex?
Reflex, yeah.
What'd you get here?
I've got 15.
That's much better than what I got. My reflex is a bit of shit. I got a 10.
Got a 10. Okay. Let me just roll for X number of X. X number of Y. Right.
I mean, we've already taken out 2. I think that's good going.
They're all clumped up.
Yeah.
I do need something slightly more long range.
I might be able to teach you how to use a bow.
Might be able to teach you how to, I don't know, suck an egg. I can teach you human perception.
That might
Okay.
be useful. I have some of that.
So you're ready. Matey boy, number 1, comes bursting out the door,
Well, it sucks to be him.
shouting, "Oh, stop throwing stuff at the house again," as if it's like a prank that they pull on each other all the time.
Oh, well, now I feel a little bit... Now you've humanised them. Now you've humanised them. I'm going to euthanize them.
Okay.
This is a fast shot, so I'm not calling it anywhere.
Okay.
21. Do I get any ambush bonus for this?
Yeah, you were ready, so I'm going to say yeah.
So 25 then.
25.
Sorry, 27.
26 of it.
Okay, and he's going to come running out. I don't know what they normally throw at them, but he's ready, so he's going to try and dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can always dodge anyway, which I think is a bit odd, but okay. Was it 25?
27.
27. Yep, that hits. It's not a crit, though.
Okay.
So roll to where you're going to hit him.
Oh. 7 upper body.
On upper body again, yeah.
So that's 10, 16, 19 damage.
19.
That's not 20.
Armor piercing.
Armor piercing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like being an elf. It's fun.
I do think...
I tried to portray my murdery nature by becoming a doctor, but I'm still really good at killing people.
You're probably even better now because you know which bits to hit.
Yeah, that's it. I know exactly what I aim for.
Sorry, where are you? Armor piercing. It was on the
Armor piercing,
upper body.
upper body 19
So how does
damage.
armor piercing work? That just ignores armor?
As far as I know, it just ignores armor.
Let's go to the book.
Or possibly reduces it.
I know that there's improved armor piercing as well.
And what was your flat roll again? Sorry,
My flat,
your flat hit. Sorry, your flat damage.
19.
19. Okay. Sound of Matt leaping through the book.
Armor piercing, yeah.
Armor piercing.
Negates the damage resistance of any armor that they hit.
Completely. Okay.
Oh. No, they halve the stopping power.
Right, so
if it's got damage resistance,
yep.
it doesn't have any damage resistance. And it halves the stopping power.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then improved armor piercing weapons also halve the stopping power value of the armor they hit.
that's-
So it's just the resistance.
Oh, okay, just the damage resistance then. Oh,
Okay.
so this doesn't do anything for armor that's just got stopping power.
No, but I mean, I imagine.
Maybe I should save this for dudes in plate mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is damage resistance in that case?
It is a separate stat, I think, for heavier armor.
Ooh.
I don't think
what
damage
you're
resistance
saying
gets reduced.
is whatever my armor that it would reduce it by is reducing it by half.
No, it's not, because that's only improved armor piercing.
Okay.
So, yeah. This, basically, it is 19.
It is doing nothing.
It is doing nothing.
Okay.
I got excited over
That's
keywords
all right, 'cause
without looking
he's-
them
Oh
up.
yeah, some armor comes with the resistances which halve damage from certain types of attacks.
Okay, cool. Oh! Yes, they do.
Yeah.
There's a whole table for that.
Yeah. There's a whole table for that.
I think that's the armor enhancements, but yeah.
There isn't a whole table for that on the
Okay,
easy mode,
that's fine.
though, so
Well,
let's not
we'll,
go
we'll
too deep into
disregard
that.
the bodkin thing then. I'll go back to standard arrows after
Okay,
this.
well, he slumps against the door and falls down dead.
Oh my Jesus, right.
I scratch a tally mark into the wooden banister that I'm crouching next to. I'm like, one down.
That's an incredibly poor taste.
It's then his go. He's not fast. It's then your go.
Well, I'm going to knock another arrow and get ready for the next guy to run out.
Okay.
Jesus.
Right. Okay. It's then
The secret of the Elven Gold is that we always hit the gold on the targets.
it's then another bandit's go.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're just sitting there knocking your arrow because they're not that stupid. They just saw their mate get slumped back down.
With an arrow
So
in his
nothing
chest.
happens. Your go.
But I do nothing. I
Okay.
don't really want to leave here. This is.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Then it's another bandit's go,
And they're just gonna stay inside.
and nothing happens.
But
Dead man.
The door is open now, right?
The door is open.
Can
yeah,
we
there's
see
a body like.
what, wedging the door open?
Well, we let him hit the floor.
So if we put the map up again, so obviously you guys are in this tower, right here, and there's a diagonal line. I know it's hard for you guys to see on that screen, but to there, the door's now flumped. So imagine a guy covering flat there. You can see in this like alcove at the top. I'm sure you can see it easier on there. The sort of bit at the top of the room. That's where like a little kitchenette is.
Ooh,
And you can see like the top of a table almost buttered up. It's quite a cramped room. You can't see anyone else in there now.
In that case, I will touch your next arrow and be like, just send it in, try and set it up, because it's going to be dry inside.
fucking send it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll do that.
As you wish.
Okay. So it wasn't your go though that time.
That
it was
it's-
back to your go.
Yeah. I mean, because I could have seen in instead of doing absolutely
Yeah, I see
nothing.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So have I got a flaming arrow now?
No. I'm going to keep it in round orders. You didn't do that. You said I'm going to stay and wait. So it's now your go.
Right, okay.
We're welcome to do that on your next turn, but
I might...
not that much is happening. They're just
Yeah, I'll keep an arrow knocked.
We'll keep an arrow.
I'm gonna... Okay. Can I roll... Tell you what. I'll take a turn
Right.
to roll an awareness
Okay.
to try and see if there's any movement or anything from the other two buildings.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Too focused on that arrow that you
So
still got
that's
knocked.
5.
You can't see anything.
Okay.
But again, I mean, this is the only building that had light on.
Yeah. That's fine.
The
I
other
was just covering
buildings,
our
there's
bases.
no light coming from them.
Yeah.
You don't see any movement, but again, they don't have windows,
Mhm.
so it'd be very hard to see movement inside of
Yeah.
them.
Okay, fair enough.
That's you then, yeah?
That's me. Yep.
Okay. So you then took that, so you're not ready.
So
then.
I had my arrow knocked, and I sort of like let my bow down to listen.
Okay, so you don't have
So
a
I
ready
don't
action.
have a ready action right now.
Do I do that, or is that a bit... I was going to have one of them run out. I'm still going to have it go. I think you've just made it easier for me.
Oh, okay.
One
yeah.
of them is going to run out, and again, you see the map here, and he's going to run diagonally up towards... You see... It's probably easier on here.
The cursor's not on there, though.
Oh, right, I'll explain it. Then.
Yeah.
You see the built on one, the top that looks like stairs going down?
Yep.
So he runs to the sort of bottom of the stairs corner from the door he's
Got ya.
at, and sort of like...
So he's out of line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
like... And you see him sort of... As he's running through, he absolutely pelts it, but he's like looking around trying to see. You're not sure if he's seen you,
Okay.
but he knows that you're probably attacking from... He knows you're not attacking from the mountain.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, that's his go. And now, Matt, it's your go.
Oh, light your arrow.
You light your arrow,
Yep. Okay.
Right. The third one is like... His mate's like... He's just gonna stay in there. Like... you hear them... You can hear them... They think they're being stealthy.
Right.
It's Billy, get over here! Get over here! So, I don't want to! And that's that. He's going to waste his go doing that. Dead. I'm going to cross him off because he's dead. Now it's your
Rip
go.
that guy. Well, I'm going to loose my hot arrow straight in through the door.
Intruder window.
Intruder.
there is no window. But
20.
20. Again, it's an open door. You're just hitting anywhere in the house, yeah?
Yep.
I'm
I don't need to roll damage, do I?
No, I'm just going to say it's in there, but let's see if it catches fire.
No.
What was it?
44.
Okay. All right, so it doesn't
It's
even
a
ignite.
50%
Okay,
chance
right.
to ignite
Yeah,
the
okay.
target, yeah.
All right. So it's now the other guy who's gone to the stairs. Again, I'll just put it people. He's gone to the stairs. He's just sort of scouting around the area. He's seeing peeking around corners. I'd say he's like round now. He's around the top of building one, like the top of the stairs, and he's peeking round that far corner.
Oh, okay.
And he spots you. It's like, oh, and then he hurries back around the corner. And who was that? Was two, and then Matt. Sure, go. Sorry, Griff.
I did the same thing again. I can't do anything else.
Do you want to get... I can cover you from up... I can cover you
Yeah, but
from
if I get
here?
hit by something, I'm going to die. I really don't want to be trapped down
You've
there.
got a fair bit of health.
Yeah, but I've also got like absolutely no armor.
Okay.
So I'm quite happy to preserve myself. If it's going to be a waiting game, I'm happy to do that.
All right.
I can outweight with the best of them.
Yeah.
Have tin boil. I can't see what my arrow's done. So I'm going to turn to the guy that's tucked behind the corner.
Okay. He is tucked behind the corner, though. You saw him briefly, but he's not there.
Do I not... I don't have any sort of like it's not a cover bonus type thing. I just can't see
He's
him to
round
shoot
the
him.
corner. Yeah.
Okay.
If you went to the far bottom corner, say the far left, as you look at it of
Yeah.
that tower, that corner, you might be able to sort of like see his shadow or something on the ground.
Okay.
So you know he's there, but he is fully behind cover.
If I know he's spotted me,
Yeah.
I'm going to reposition to the opposite corner of the tower,
Okay.
and I'm going to knock an arrow and ready if he peeks again.
Yeah. Okay. So you're almost like you're on that bottom corner, so you're looking straight up that little alleyway.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Waiting for him. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. It is then his go, and he peeks.
Shouldn't peek. Should never peek. Am I getting a negative to this because of cover?
Let me have a look. I don't know if cover is in the basic rules, is it?
Okay.
No, he's fully like just popped his head round. So I'm gonna popped his head round. So I'm gonna say he's. I'm gonna say his head. I don't know if this is the rules, but I'm making this. His head and his upper body are out. His legs are hidden. So if you're rolling for an area and you go for legs, it misses.
It misses. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Right, so I get 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Okay. He's gonna see what you're about to do and try and dodge back round. That's a 1. So
okay.
no. 21. That's exactly a crit.
Fucking sweet. Right, so
But
where do we
where's
hit?
that gonna hit? That's the big one.
Ooh,
We'll go on.
4.
No, that's fine. It's still upper body.
That's still upper body, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
1
I'd
is
say
actually the
lower
best
is
roll
better,
you can
is-
make
yeah.
on that one.
There's 1 head.
1 is head, 2 to 7 is upper, 8 to 10 is lower.
Ah!
So you are critting his upper body.
5, 9, 14 plus the 5 bonus
And the 2 fire.
plus the 2 fire. So that's 19 piercing and 8 fire. And he might burst into flames.
And
He does!
Just 52.
Fuck yeah!
So yeah, you see him peek, and it all happens so quickly. He peeks and then just slumps forward, flat at the end of the alleyway, smouldering.
I get the big red hit marker for the headshot.
Wasn't a headshot. But yeah, he's on fire. You see all of his like clothes melting away as per bits of bread just catch fire and fall out of his pocket. You
Toast.
He's toast.
you do see some glints of coins fall out of him again though. Like, oh,
Ooh.
might be some more crowns there.
I feel like I'm committing a war crime.
Where does it say in the Cintron boards that we're not allowed to use fire?
So that was actually his go. That was just you just literally reacted because you were ready.
God
that's
damn.
your go.
These
Matt.
bandits.
I'm going to do it again.
I wouldn't.
As far as you
No.
know, there's only one guy left.
I think we should. I think save your stamina. And I mean, I'll take point on it. We move up to the building because the other guy's in there shitting his pants. He's the last one left.
Yeah, I mean, anything I do is going to use my stamina anyway.
We could interrogate him.
That's true.
Do you want to put the ladder back?
I'll put the ladder back for you, yes.
Okay.
I'll dust it off and go, there you go.
Ladder.
Why, thank you.
It's now the other guy's go. Who has
Billy.
heard his mate? Billy's heard his mate scream.
Oh no!
You see him run out the door. I'll put the map up for everyone. Run out the door and head directly for the gate.
Okay.
He's just like, I'm out. He's gonna just try and leave. You see him run, and it's embarrassing how weak he is. He cannot get the bar off the gate.
Oh, Billy.
He's struggling.
dear.
He's just there struggling. But that's using his go. It's now your go.
Okay. I might just shout at him from the top of the watchtower then.
Yeah, go on.
All right. I draw my bow
Right.
and aim it at Billy,
Okay.
and I'll shout to him. All right there, boy. Oh!
He doesn't understand.
Why is it speaking Elvish to me?
All right, bud.
Vargas.
No splitting up.
Yeah, well,
Don't run, or I'll bugger you up.
Glad you added the up at the end of that.
That was me. That was me speaking in common.
Oh, okay, I've got you. He just like he looks up at you, but he carries on.
I'll put this arrow in you, bud.
He's just going to carry on. I'm just looking what you can actually do in your
In my diddler diddler diddler.
Well, it's your go. I'm just seeing how much you can like talk before I don't let you attack. If that makes sense.
I wasn't planning on attacking. I was going to try and
okay.
persuade him.
Yeah, I gathered that, but
I suppose
we
I
are
could-
still in
Should
initiative.
we go a cool shot to the legs?
Okay.
If I grievously wound him, maybe he'll stop running.
Yeah,
Or you
I mean,
crit him and he'll bleed out. And
the other option is you can go down and use non-lethal damage. It's up to you.
I suppose I can't. Yeah, I've got nothing non-lethal other than like fists. I'll shoot him in the leg. He might
So that's a
not die.
cool shot then.
That's a cool shot to the leg.
Oh god, that's gone.
That's not very good, but it wasn't a critical fail, so that's fine. That's 15.
Is that with the -3?
That's
from
with the
con-
-3.
Okay. 15 to hit. Okay, so he's gonna try and dodge that, obviously, because he's scared. He's not stupid.
Yeah, fair.
He does dodge that.
He dodges
His
it.
legs
okay.
are like dancing away at a million miles an hour.
Right. I'll have to get up close and personal then.
And now it's your go.
I can still move though, can't I?
Yeah.
So can I move down the ladder to the foot of the ladder?
You put the ladder back, didn't you?
I
So
did,
yes, you can.
Okay, I'll go to the foot of the ladder.
Okay. There's two floors, so you're now in the middle of the tower.
Oh, okay. All right. And then, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'd like to literally persuade him. Use my persuasion.
Okay,
to
yeah,
try
sure.
And be like, give up. You've seen what. You've seen what's happened to all your friends. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Don't be a fool.
Come on now, Billy.
Literally, Billy, no, mate.
Billy, no.
So what is that? Persuasion is a skill.
Yeah,
then,
empathy skill, yeah.
Empathy skill. Okay. I'm gonna. He's not getting anywhere, but he's ignoring it. He's keep going. The way I'm thinking about this is, he's just terrified. He's not anything other than like calm down, have a fruit. Like, have a bit of
Yeah, I
fruit.
mean, like,
Yeah.
we won't murder you if you stop and,
Yeah.
lay down your arms.
The safer thing here is to lay down
Yeah.
your arms before we rip
Surrender.
them off.
Surrender.
Yeah.
You just
or we'll
see.
kill you.
He's just like he's trying to, and you just see him sort of like slow down, and then just literally slump down, like give up, start crying. So I'd say that Billy looks younger than the rest of the guys
Okay.
there. Like he's perhaps just a teenager that fell in the background.
Oh, dear. Yeah, he doesn't need to die. Poor Billy.
He doesn't need to die. Crit.
I'll just shoot him in the leg a
So he
little
doesn't
bit.
need to die. He will, but he doesn't need to.
No.
Right, I'll say you're out of initiative now. Then
Okay.
you can go down. He's just there. He's trembling. He's like he has still got weapons on him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like he's going for them, but he's got them. He's still got a sword on his belt and a crossbow on his back.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you
I'll
want
just
to...
walk up and I'm going to take him off of him.
He
Just
just
like,
lets you. He's
nope,
got-
none of those.
All right, Billy. Now, calm down. We're going to tell us how to get to the Elven ruins.
He just points to the back building.
That
Good
clearly
boy.
leads into the mountain.
Yeah. I didn't write it.
I mean, we don't need to.
Yeah, I
Where
know.
does that door in the mountain go? Into the mountain?
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, what do you think the secret of the Elven Gold is?
It's there.
The secret is that it's actually not real.
Yeah, so he's just sitting there trembling now.
He's
What are
just
you
sitting
doing with him?
Well, I'm going to ask if there's any. How many bandits were in your crew?
Well, everyone that was here is...
They're all
I
not
think
very
they're
well,
dead
Billy.
now.
Were there any out on a scouting mission, perhaps, or banditing in the roving woodlands?
A few set out this morning.
Okay, how many can we expect to come back?
No one's due back for a few days.
But how many? A number, please.
He's sitting there like, oh god, I can't remember numbers.
Is he still freaking out?
Yeah, he's terrified.
Can I...
No, you can't animal soup him.
I was actually... Okay, how much... This is going to sound so wrong. How much chloroform
Right, thanks everyone.
can I just give him a little bit to chill him out? Not
Is
to...
that how chloroform
I
works?
don't know.
I don't think that's how chloroform
Well, I
works.
mean, like, realistically, it takes like a good minute or two of having a rag
Yeah, because it's a sedative, isn't
Is
it?
it just like a give him a dab? Like,
I'm going to be honest
A
though.
dab will do, yeah.
I can't see a way this is... Because I think if you try and chloroform him, he's
just
going to
freak
panic.
out, yeah.
So you could be like, don't worry, and try and do it, but he's going to freak out. Or you can just do it anyway, be like, all right, let's go sleep. Either way, he's not calming down, he's going to sleep.
Does he even know how many? If he's literally like the new guy that joined the gang.
Get the sense that the bandits that operate in this area are like different bands of them, but they have an understanding that they're all...
Okay, but there are at least some coming back here at some point.
Yeah, but it's unlikely they're going to return immediately. Like, they've
Yeah.
set out today.
I mean, if we think...
Some of them didn't make it back from the last...
Oh, they set out today. That might be the footsteps that we heard going past our tent.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally what I meant.
He's like slumped on the floor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
So
like...
I squat down in front of him and I put my hand on his shoulder. And I'm like, Billy, Billy, look at me, Billy. In my eyes, please.
He tries to, but he's starting away.
Don't be afraid, Billy. When did you join this band of bandits?
He explains that he doesn't. He's just like he's grown up with the bandits. Like his family were bandits, and he's
This
now a
isn't a
bandit.
life for you, Billy. There's more out there. You could be a good person. Please, we're going to let you go if you promise to go back to the town and do something with your life. Be a better person.
He's never left this camp.
You can stay here, and when we leave, we will take you with us,
Yeah.
and we will vouch for you. But if you go back on me, and if you do anything to hurt me, or make me look a fool, I will cut off all of your fingers and toes and feed them to you.
He slumps into the fetal position and just trembles. He has probably never been outside the walls. He's not very good.
And
they're
then I
just
pat him
like-
on the head, and I'm like, yes, good one.
And he's never met people that aren't the immediate bandits he knows. So he's just like, oh god.
They just turn back up with some food occasionally.
Are we stranger danger?
Basically. He's just like, oh, but he had never met one person that wasn't a bandit. He was scary.
Don't
Are we
worry.
scaredy, Billy?
We'll introduce you to some other nicer people than us at some point.
At least he's gone now.
Ooh. Who?
Oof.
Who is this other person?
He, after he talked a bit, he sort of calms down a bit and explains to you that the person that came for here was a monster hunter of some kind.
I see.
A gerbil of Nivea.
Maybe. But that came in to deal with the creature that was previously in the ruins.
Oh.
I see. What kind of creature was it that was in the ruins, Billy?
It was a wyvern.
Ah.
And where is it now, Billy?
It's dead.
Did
Thank
it
fuck for
have
that.
babies by any chance?
Not that we know of.
How do they reproduce? Are they eggs?
I
Do
assume
you
so.
want to roll to see what you know about wyverns?
Let's give a monster law, shall we? Ooh.
Oh. I got an 18.
I got
That's pretty
16.
good.
So, yeah.
We're like, oh, what was that thing that went past? I have no idea. But I'll tell you exactly how it reproduces.
Wyverns, they fucking. The wyvern
I
does
haven't
not
got
want
anything
to smash.
here about how they're born, but they are draconid.
Oi,
Is he shouting?
it is.
So
Oh, Reginald.
I'd imagine eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
But-
Perhaps he missed an egg.
but he's saying that
Right.
this happened quite a while ago. Someone came here to kill it. They both died in the process, as far as he's aware,
So
and
what
then
you're
they've
saying
not had
is
any trouble
there's
since.
possibly Witcher armor up there.
Ooh.
Le, le, le.
Did he have a bard with him?
Clearly not if you've only met one person.
Oh, yeah, I
one
suppose that
person and one bard.
One
Because they
person.
do not count.
So yeah, I mean, you can keep talking to Billy, or what do you want to?
I'm going to carry him to the bedrolls, tuck him in and be like, shh, have a nap.
You carry him, but it's really difficult because he just remains in the fetal position. Even when
It's just limp.
he's just a ball you have to carry,
A billy ball.
and you put him in the bed,
I bowl the Billy Ball into bed.
and then he starts
Right.
crying that that's not his bed. He's in the one over there.
Things I do for kids.
He's like 17. Though. It's so embarrassing that he's this slim.
Shame
I'm
on you,
carrying
Billy.
him like a baby, but it's like...
I don't help.
That's
He
fair.
then starts sucking his thumb.
I'm not going to watch you do that. Do you do that on your own time?
I mean, to be fair, one of the bandits that you just shot and killed might have been his father.
Fathers!
In fact,
Was this your dead father?
I'm gonna say now. I'm just the guy that was trying to encourage him to come with him.
Ooh.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Billy
They were
Senior.
just enjoying breakfast, and then
Are we the bad guy?
No, they're bandits.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I tuck him into bed, and I'm like,
Okay.
we're just gonna go steal some Elven Gold and such, and then we're going to take you back to town and get you some much needed therapy.
I'm gonna quickly check him over for physical harm.
no, it's fine.
That's okay.
He's got a little graze, but he's like, "Ah!"
I can say better.
Have you got treat emotional wounds?
I'm not qualified for that.
Can you imagine if you'd rolled a doctor, but it's like, no, I'm a psychiatrist.
Oh God!
I'm
Yeah, just
bleeding out, and you're like,
all the
how does
points
that
and
make you
empathy.
feel?
Let's be
So what's your healing hands? No points in that.
let's be real. Like, I think the Witcher universe could do with some psychology.
Oh Christ, yeah.
There's some messed up stuff.
I am raking it in.
Business is booming.
Okay, what do?
I want to pop the bar off the gate and bring Parsley inside the walls.
Good plan.
Oh yeah, because you left him up on the hill.
Yep.
Yep, sure, you go do that.
I'll get Parsley in.
Yeah, I'll gather all of the fallen and put them out of the way in the corner somewhere, respectfully.
Outside the walls so that they don't attract necrophages.
Yeah,
That's a little bit metagaming.
I mean, you seem to be doing quite well on your monster lore rolls, so I think you'd be aware of the creatures of the Witcher universe to a point.
I'd
Just don't read the bestiary in case I want to use ideas from there.
I'll strip the corpses of anything valuable as well.
Yeah. I mean, necrophage is anything that eats dead things, right? So technically that's any carrion feeder.
Yeah, but yeah, is there any money, etc.?
And where are you, sorry?
Gathering all of the bodies and putting them outside.
The ones that you burnt, you obviously found the coins falling out of their pockets. So you found the original one. You found 15, wasn't it?
10, I think.
10.
You said.
That's the only one we saw though, because the other one was in the other watchtower.
Yes, so you haven't checked that one
No,
yet. Or have you checking it?
no,
now?
that's what I'm saying. I want to check them all.
Okay,
now
yeah, you
while
check
we're
it. So the
doing
other
that.
watchtower, he had 15,
Okay,
and then the guy on the corner had 20.
okay, so
So
45.
45, yeah. Well, and you don't know if Billy's got any?
I'm not going to steal coins out of Billy's pocket yet. We can split
His
that later.
pocket looks
Yeah.
really heavy.
It's like, but it should be mine, the precious.
I mean, I've got the chloroform.
I don't think he would care, even if we did just start rooting around in his pocket.
No, he probably just, he
dead
wouldn't know what to
inside.
do, would he?
Are their weapons any good? Or are they?
So they all had. Hold on. They all had exactly the same setup. They all had a crossbow.
I'm gonna take a crossbow.
Yeah, you might as well.
You can
Yeah.
get. You burnt both of them.
Well, Billy had a crossbow.
So you can take Billy's crossbow
Yeah,
if you want.
okay, he's not using
Yeah,
it.
take
He
Billy's
doesn't
crossbow.
resist.
Well, you did take his weapons off him. So.
I did take.
Yeah,
it.
that's true. So you've got his, and he had a longsword as well.
I mean, we'll put that in a pile. I don't know if you can
Put
use
that in a
that.
boy. Chuck it on Parsley.
Yeah.
Take all the swords back to town, because if there's adventurers there, we can give them to the Hulda. Maybe she can sell them on.
Was that 3 longswords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to say one crossbow. I'm going to say the others were damaged
Yeah,
beyond repair.
that's fine.
I'll
So we'll
put-
chuck the long swords on Parsley.
On parsley. And were there any crossbow bolts?
So
We'll garnish the long swords.
that just sounds like a on parsley, like en route. Where we put the longswords on parsley.
That's a chess move. The on Parsley.
Yeah, so you find they each had like half a dozen bolts.
Okay, 18 bolts. All in.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good haul.
I've spaffed 8 arrows, so
Times 18. What does a crossbow run off of?
Yeah,
archery, I assume.
Oh, there is literally.
Oh, there's crossbow.
Yeah.
yeah,
okay.
it's crossbow. Oh, I've got crossbow.
Wow,
It's-
I'm going to be bad at that. Yeah, I'm like, that's not how crossbows work. But let's go.
I might be able to give you some pointers, because I can't imagine it's too different to firing a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Well,
not?
you spend 20 minutes going, no.
No, you hold it like this.
Right. So are you heading? Where are you heading now?
Into number 3, I guess.
So 2 is the kitchenette, 1's
So
the
open up that
barracks.
for everyone else.
to be fair, we could see
No. So 2. Yeah, 2 was kitchen. 1. Yeah, 1. I suppose it was barracks. Yeah, but it's
sleeping room.
it's a bit grandiose. It's a room with bedrolls on the
Okay,
floor.
all right, fair enough. But there's nothing else in there. There's no chests, no personal
No,
effects.
well, no, nothing that's
Barracks. Oh, this is sleeping.
smelly clothes. Like-
Gross. I take them. For the panty raid, obviously.
For when he runs out of chloroform. He's like, no,
It's got all of the normal stuff that you'd find in a band, like wooden bowls,
Yeah,
cutlery, like stuff.
all that guff in Skyrim that you just move around. and
there's
throw.
wheels
That
of
you
cheese.
accidentally pick up. And then you're like, why am I ever encumbered?
Anything in the kitchen?
Again, just basic implements to cook
Stuff some
food.
carrots
Shall
in
we
these
eat?
pockets. Yeah.
Because if they had food here, shall we just help ourselves to a
Yeah,
bed?
there's half-eaten meals on the table. I'll say there's simple meals on the table.
Polish that off, shall we?
Just sit down at the table where they clearly were 5 minutes ago and finish eating their meal.
You can do. There's like, I mean, it's really simple meals. Like it's like deer and potatoes.
I mean, that sounds really good, actually. I will finish that.
Yeah, I'll smash that, absolutely.
It's like in what you think it was an attempt at gravy.
Oh, and you get it all over your gloves.
That explains the gravy hands. It wasn't weird.
Premonition
It's
of
more
gravy.
just like unseasoned stock. 'Cause they haven't got salt.
It tastes like bones.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, and then shall we go into
Yeah. If they've got...
the bolt?
You're going into free, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so free looks like their armory. So
Okay.
most of the stuff is out because obviously those guys had it,
Mhm.
and the ones that have gone out had their stuff with them. But you do see a little. There's like some shelves in there, and on the shelves you find another 30 crowns.
Spicy.
It was like in a little pouch.
I'll add that pouch to my belt pouch.
And again, there's just more crap in here. There's like,
You say that, but like
wooden
even like
shoe horns.
but like even like a knife is like 50 crowns or whatever it is.
That's why I'm not being very specific.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to accidentally give you stuff, and then the whole rest of the campaign's really trivial.
As long as he keeps critting, it's going to be trivial anyway.
So everything you go on, well, we hire Geralt.
I toss a coin to the Witcher.
Oh. Valley of Plenty.
Yeah.
Is that the second
Okay.
campaign, Valley of Plenty?
Yes.
So, is there a door in here?
There is in the back wall, because I mean this building is literally like the back wall is made of the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it's
yeah.
like really nice, kind of like it was probably an accident, but it just looks like a really nice back wall, like nice shapes in it. If it was in a restaurant, it would be uplit. It'd be
So
like-
kind of like
yeah.
the Be Right Back screen, you know?
yeah, kind of like the beer.
Oh,
Back-
yeah.
Yeah, and there is a hallway going into the mountain.
Excellent.
However, would you like to do another break before we do the next bit? Or do you want to not do the next bit tonight? Or what do you want to do?
I mean, I want to do the next
I want
bit.
to do the next
Yeah.
bit. I
we have a
feel
li-
like we could probably smash this.
Should we have a
whole
little
thing out,
break
couldn't
then? And
Yeah.
then we'll do the next bit. And
Yeah.
then we've got 3 parts done.
we? Address chat if anyone's still with us. but-
And then they can see the Be Right Back screen and see what the wall looks like.
there you go.
Be right back.